Welcome, in front of me is a Samsung Galaxy A52, and today I'll show you a couple of tweaks and tricks you can do on this phone. So starting off, we're going to begin with the dark mode, which you can access either by pulling down the notification panel and finding it somewhere here, which there it is, or also by going into the settings, display, and as you can see it's right at the top. I can also go into the settings and have it set as a schedule if you want to. So moving on to the next option, which is probably my favorite, it's going to be the gesture navigation, and again, just as the dark mode, it's under the display. So if we scroll down, we should have the navigation bar right here option, and it's right up below here, so swipe gestures. Once you enable this, it will remove the buttons that are right here, and there we go, they just disappeared, and substitute them for actual gestures. So you swipe up to go home, swipe up and hold to go to recent, and swipe from the side to bring up this arrow, which is a back gesture. And these, in my opinion, these gestures are just fantastic. Now moving on to the next option, it's going to be the display mode. So by default, Samsung has a little bit of too saturated colors, I would say. So again, in the display you will have the screen mode right here, and by default it's going to be set to vivid. Personally, I'm not a fan of it. In certain cases it might look a little bit too overdone. As you can see, this picture right here is a great example of that. If you look at those oranges, they are almost uncomfortable to look at. They don't look anything realistic, and they're just so saturated that it feels like they're almost glowing or radiating. So we can switch it back to, or not back to, but switch it generally to natural, which will make everything look more realistic, at least more in line of how it actually is supposed to look, I would say. But it is, for some people, a little bit less appealing. It does lose a lot of that punchiness and colors. It's not as poppy as it was before, which you can already see probably on the home screen. It just doesn't come like, you know, it doesn't have that like popping feeling that it did before. But personally, I don't mind it. I would rather have something that doesn't look like it's trying to burn my irises, singe them out, and the natural color scheme is just okay enough for me. So moving on to the next option, it's going to be sensors off. So to get this enabled, we need to go again into the settings, and from here you want to scroll down to about phone, enable the developer options, assuming you haven't already. So let's also go down to software information, and then find build number, which for me is right here, and tap on that 7 times. Now if you have some kind of protection on your device, you will need to confirm it, so let me do that, and voila, developer mode has been enabled. So now we can go back to the main settings page, and as you can see before, the about phone option was the last one, but now there's another one. So developer mode or options will be a last option in your settings always. So let's tap on them, and from here you want to scroll a little bit down to quick settings, developer tiles, and in here you'll find the option called sensors off. Now before I enable this, let me pull down the notification panel once more, and you can see that the first option, the first toggle here is the Wi-Fi, and we have the mute option, Bluetooth, and so on. So pay attention to this, because once you enable the sensors off will be at a first position right here. And now actually going over and explaining what this does, I probably should have started with that one. Kind of does what it says it does. It turns off all the sensors. So this is like a privacy mode taken to extreme. So as an example, if you have a camera, right, normal camera, we all know how it works, right? You can see it. It's basically seeing what I'm showing it. But if we go into the mode right here, select the sensors off, you can see that the camera decided to turn off. Security policy basically makes it crash, and if you try to open it, it just won't work. So camera is no longer an option right here. So apps that would want to use your camera to spy on you don't have access to it. So the microphone as well. it's basically muted. So if you try to record any like voiceovers, talk to someone, they won't be able to hear you because microphone is basically turned off right now. So if someone calls you, make sure you turn on, or well, in this case, turn off sensors off, because otherwise you can't really talk. So like I said, just a nice privacy mode right here. So moving on to the next option, it's gonna be the not the back button, the power key button, which by default, since like a couple years ago, Samsung decided to say, nah, eat the power key, we're changing it to side key, because we only have one. Volume keys don't exist on the side. So they did it to force down your throat the Bixby, or whatever they call, or is it? How are you called? Give me the name. Oh, yeah, Bixby. So if you kind of like me just genuinely hate this and would like to have your power key back, because some people do have a use of it, instead of holding it, you want to have the boot options come up, because that's just kind of something that you're used to, then hey, I feel ya. And let's actually make it go back to the way it was before. So let's go into these settings. From here, scroll down to advanced features, right over here. And now we're looking for side key. And there we go. So press and hold Wake Bixby. Yeah, no, we don't like that. So we're gonna go back to the power off menu, as it should be from the beginning, as every other phone is. And now when you hold that key, it will bring the boot options. So you can turn off your device, or well, do whatever you're used to doing with that key. Now that being said, this would conclude all the tweaks and tricks I wanted to share, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.